What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, Texas Jag, Chapolin. And we got my boy, King Coulnga. And, King Coulnga is your go-to name. And this is the Chapolin and the King Coulnga show.
For sure, man. It's about to go down. Y'all better get ready. Y'all better tune in. Every time we drop a podcast, y'all better tune in. Because we're going to have the hottest topics in Texas, the hottest topics in the nation. Y'all better get ready.
And I'm hyped for it, dude. I'm happy to have you on the team, man.
Oh, for sure, brother.
Yeah.
I'm glad to help, man. You a young man that's driven, man, and you were raised right, bro, and we about to hustle and get this bread, baby.
I appreciate it. You two, we're on that grind. We're on that money season grind right now.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
How you been, man? How's your day going?
It's been good, man. Been good. I got to spend time with family this weekend, man. The whole weekend. Watch that draft. Watch wrestling. Watch all kinds of stuff. Hockey. Freaking basketball, man. There's just so much stuff going on right now, man. But we're about to jump into all those topics, so y'all get ready.
So we're gonna start off with the NFL draft. Why not?
Yeah, for sure.
So the NFL draft. I know you're a diehard Steelers fan.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna start with your Steelers. Who do you think was the steal of the draft for you, in your opinion? That
if I had to give it a grade, I would say at least a good B+. I'm not gonna give it an A because I really want to see what they look like in the scrimmage games and everything like that, and see if they show out and see if they do what they're supposed to do. But I think our best pickup was that big tight end out of Georgia. That boy's a beast, man. When I saw his highlights, I saw a big 6'5", 250-pound man hurdle a dude on the sidelines. That was just nasty. I was like, bro, how did he go this late? You know what I mean? Yeah. I would have picked him up at least in the second round, but to get him in the fourth, boy.
And that reminds me of Gronkowski back in the day. Gronkowski was a second round pick. Late in the draft, New England took a chance on him because he had back surgeries. I don't know if this guy had any type of surgery or anything, but dude, he was on a national championship, so that just shows you like
they underestimated him.
Yeah,
for sure.
It shows that. And who do you think? What do you think of the Joey Porter Jr.?
Man, that was crazy, dude. Like, it's real cool. Like, they said he was a big pickup. I saw a lot of good grades on him. They said it was pretty awesome that his dad was drafted in '99 by the Steelers, and then for his son to be drafted 24 years later, you know what I mean? Like, dude, I was in '99, bro, I was a freshman in high school, and my 20-year reunion's coming up this summer. And I'm like, bro, like, his kid's 24. Like, he had his kid when I was a freshman in high school. Now that fool's playing pro ball for his daddy's team. Like, that's insane. It's just like, have you ever seen the movie Draft Day?
Yes.
It ended just like that, where homeboy, his son is a running back and ended up playing for the Browns the same way his dad played. Okay. So I was like, dang,
just thought
I was like, that's what's up.
That is actually pretty cool. I love that movie, Draft Day.
I do. I love that movie too. Kevin Costner's a beast, boy. He can do baseball, football, anything that man want to do.
My mom loves him on Yellowstone.
Dude, not only on Yellowstone, dude, where he made his like country debut was that Dances with Wolves.
Yes.
You remember, boy? Yeah. I ain't even gonna lie, dude. That's one of my favorite movies of all time, man. I know how to say his name. And that Cherokee, that Shamani Tutanka Hoashi, you know what I mean? Dances with Wolves, boy. Shoot, boy. But yeah, Kevin Costner's a G, man. Yeah. He's a Hall of Famer and legend.
My mom loves him on Yellowstone. He's killing it on Yellowstone right now.
I know, man. And I haven't even watched that show, dude. I need to watch it, man.
Well, dude, you are missing out. It's a really good show. I would say season 4 is probably a little slow.
Everybody's been telling me it's great, dude. But I think when I start watching it, I know I'm probably going to binge watch it because I heard it's so good.
Yeah,
so.
You get addicted to it like
I'm
that.
Ready. I'm ready for sure.
My mom, if you're watching this, you already know because she watches like 2 seasons in like a month. And she's like, oh, I need to catch up. I was like, oh, man. But on the draft, we had CJ Stroudum go to the Texans.
Yeah.
And what is it? Bryce Young go to
the Jaguars?
No, Panthers. He went to the Panthers.
Yeah, the Panthers.
So my friend Levi, one of the hosts around here on Talking Texas, he said he's a good quarterback. I don't know what it is he knows about quarterbacks because believe it or not, everybody chose Patrick Mahomes. He liked Justin Herbert. He's a Justin Herbert fan. He said Justin Herbert was going to be a beast and all that. And he was like, props to him. So I always ask him who's going to be the steal of the draft with the quarterback. And he said CJ Stroudum. And I feel like he's probably right on that because
Yeah.
Bryce Young is, I hate to say it to us short guys, but it does not
Yeah.
work in the NFL like that for a
Yeah.
quarterback.
Because you could even think like, who was it? Murray. Murray kept on taking off, man. And these boys are bigs in the NFL. So if you get hit by anybody, dude, you're gonna take some kind of punishment.
Yeah.
And it's gonna knock you out. And that's what kind of cost the Cardinals to get in the playoffs last year because that boy Murray got beasted. Yeah, he's a baller.
Yeah.
But once you get outside that pocket, dog, and you don't have no protection, boy, you better lay down. You better not stand up and keep on trying to get yards. Shoot.
And there was, who was it? CJ Stroud is a beast. I saw his throw power, and I don't know if you saw it, but he's had good throw power.
Yeah.
And the Texans were actually making moves because they went the Nets pick right after, believe it or not, and chose a linebacker from Alabama, which was, any linebacker from Alabama is going to be a good, player because the one that comes onto my mind is Deontay Hightower. I'm a biased Patriots fan.
Yeah.
Deontay Hightower, he was a good, linebacker for us for years from Alabama. And I don't know what kind of defense they're playing in Houston, but I know there's a lot of former New England Patriots coaches in Houston, and I know they love that, Patriots feel. So hopefully they become stars. Shout out to the Texans to actually doing, their homework on this draft.
Yeah, for sure.
Another one, too, was the Eagles, dude.
Yeah, the Eagles stacked up, boy. The NFC, they better get ready, man, because those boys stacked up on defense. They got what they need on offense already, man. The Eagles are gonna have to be something to worry about, man, because it ain't gonna be no lie if we see them in the Super Bowl again for real.
Yeah, I was telling Coulnga, the Eagles have like 4 or 5 Georgia players on their defense.
So they already know how to play with each other. You know what I mean? They know each other's faults. They know each other's like strong suits. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna be able to play off each other real well.
Yes, and it just gets me to think like that makes the defense such a problem. Having Fletcher Cox, having Darius Slay. I think Darius Slay is still an Eagle. I'm not if I'm mistaken. Just veterans on that defense, and then you're having all these young guys coming in from a college that just came off a championship. Basically. They have all that mental mind. Well, they want that feeling again of winning a championship, and the Eagles are going to be a problem, like this Coulnga said.
Yeah, it's going to be insane, man.
Who did you think won the draft, in your opinion?
Eagles were up there, but the Texans, man, they really made some moves to make their team strong again. Out of the past 5-6 years, boy, they were losing star after star because their coach pretty much screwed them over by getting rid of star players that he said were causing disruptions in the locker room, which was bullcrap because I've never seen JJ or DeAndre Hopkins cause some ruckus. If they say something, you better listen to them because they're your stars on the team, man, and they ball out. They're not talkers, but when they do talk, listen. You know what I mean? So,
of course.
And then one thing I saw about the draft too that there was, what was it? In the first 2 rounds since 2010, there was almost 20 full trades, man. It was almost the most trades.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was 20 full trades, people going up to like make moves for their teams. And since 2010, man, all the way up here to 2023, man, it matched 2010's trades.
And I gotta say, I was just about to talk about that. This was an active draft. This wasn't a boring draft. It just felt like every 10 or 20 minutes someone was trading, and you were like, oh dang.
They were making moves.
Yeah,
boy.
and everybody was mad because Bill Belichick moved up 10 spots to get a kicker.
Hey, I can't stand that fool, dog, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you can't hate on the genius like that. Like, that man knows what he's doing for a reason. It's like you told me, Jacob, that boy's a defensive coach.
Yeah.
He's going to do everything he can to stack his defense, man.
And he did. Most of those defense players that New England got, let me say, Christian Gonzalez, we're probably not related, but shout out to my brother right there because you already know Christian Gonzalez.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You got to get that jersey, dog.
Yeah. Dude, it was so perfect. When I read the name, I was like, dude, if it's spelled with an S, it's perfect.
Yes,
but dude, it's with a Z, so I can't.
Did I ever tell you my family is Gonzalez too?
Gonzalez? But is it with an S or a Z?
See, mine's with the Z.
See, mine's with an S.
See, my full name, like my mom's name and my grandma and all them, and all my family here in Lockhart, man, they're all the Gonzalez family, but we're Gonzalez with the Z. Mm-hmm. But everybody gonna call me Coulnga because that's just wild in itself.
But yeah, I felt like everybody had a pretty good, decent draft. I felt like nobody drafted, terribly. I felt like
not at all.
Yeah, I felt like everybody had at least like one or two good players.
Yeah, for sure.
And the one that shocked me is when the Titans moved up and selected Kyle. Was it Kyle? Oh no, Levi.
Running back, right?
No, Levi. They selected a quarterback named Levi out of the second round. He was predicted to go the first round, but then they said like his name wasn't called, and he got so petty, dude. I'm gonna say he got petty. And he did not show up the second day because he didn't get called in the first round.
A lot of people, man, there was only that one guy that stayed in the back room that I saw, like, until he got his name called. And, like, he stuck it out, man, because there were a lot of pissed off people that ended up leaving and not staying. But, like, dude, it's an honor period to get drafted. You know how many people are trying to get into the draft and want to be selected? Half of them are at home, you know what I mean? Like, that's an honor, dude, to go up on stage and get that jersey, man, and that hat to represent your team.
Yeah.
But nah, man, that's those entitled ass players. Those are the ones too you do pass on. You don't want people like that. Like,
because if I'm Tennessee, I'm not going after this kid Levi if he just got mad that he didn't get drafted the first day. Like, no, your time will come, dude.
Yeah.
Look at Brady. Brady got drafted in the 6th round, dude. It just shows you, like, your time will come if you put in the work.
Yeah. Excuse my language, but that boy was being a titty baby. That's what he was being. You know what I'm saying?
This is Talking Texas. We don't care about language. We're already canceled. me and my boy Cletus already said too much. We talked so much shit on here. Oh, man. What else was a highlight during the draft? I don't know if you heard, but DeAndre Swift, running back for the Lions, he went to the Eagles, got traded to the Eagles during the draft.
That's a good pickup for the Eagles, too.
That is good. That is a good pickup for the Eagles because they just lost Miles Sanders. Yeah. I forgot where Miles Sanders went to.
And to me, that guy Swift, too, man, the way his size is, he's kind of a small guy. And he kind of reminds me old school Eagles Darren Sproles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He can catch the ball out there on those screens. If you give him space, he knows how to take off and do his thing. You can put him on punt return, kick return too.
Yeah.
So he's a triple threat, man. Yeah. He's pretty good.
And I give DeAndre Swift credit because he is an all-around back. He can actually, pick up the speed when he wants to. He can catch the ball. He can do it all. Shout out to him. That's a good pickup. The Eagles are probably gonna win the Super Bowl. Who knows?
For real,
dude. They just got a stacked team.
They do.
After seeing, that none of the players were gonna leave this Super Bowl, none of the players left from the Eagles.
Yeah,
I was like, oh.
They know. You know what I mean?
And then they just added on from the draft, from free agency, and you just look at the roster and you're just like.
Yo.
And then Jalen Hurts' mind is locked in. He is not feeling the pressure at all because he told everybody, I do not care about the money. Championships are better. And I love that mentality because that just shows to me that he is locked in to win a Super Bowl no matter what. And so Kenny Pickett, I heard something about him today, but it's probably on my phone. He shotgunned the bill, believe it or not. Okay, this is off topic, believe it or not, but it has something to do with the Steelers. So Luke Combs was in, the Pittsburgh area. He performed at Heinz Field.
Yeah.
And dude, tell me why. There's a fucking picture of him and Ben Roethlisberger. And Roethlisberger was wearing a cowboy hat, like just nonchalantly.
And Roethlisberger got a big head too.
So when I saw that, I was kind of thrown off because I was like, why is Roethlisberger wearing a fucking...
He had to get that big bucket cowboy hat. But yeah, dude, the first time I saw him play live in 2010, man, I went to Pittsburgh to a game at Heinz Field when it was still Heinz. And man, when I saw him playing on the field, I was like, dude, that fool got a big head. But Peyton Manning too. Peyton Manning got a little body, dude, but a huge head. But you can't be mad at it because that boy had that brain, and that's why he picked park defenses the way he did. For real.
I remember when it came out on that story of Peyton Manning when they said that he did something with PEDs or something like that.
Yeah.
When he took this, I don't give a fuck. I don't think it was true though, because he's a fucking legend. But they said that those PEDs affect, like, they caused some swelling, and they said the swelling went to his forehead because of it. I was like, God damn.
That boy got swelling on his forehead, but then he ended up becoming a stock and shareholder, and what's that pizza spot?
Oh,
Papa John's.
Papa John's, yeah.
Bro, shoot, that fool made millions in freaking.
He was smart
NFL,
to go.
yeah.
When you really think about it, pizza's probably like the thing that goes with football. So he probably put 2 to 2 together and said, okay, I can make 100 mil easily if I just do Papa John's.
PED swelled his forehead up, and then he swelled his money and his wallet up too.
And then those commercials with Brad Paisley.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, going back, so Luke Combs performed in Heisman Field, and when Ben Roethlisberger was there, and then he shotgunned a beer with Kenny Pickett. That's what it was.
That's tight.
Yeah,
that's tight.
When I saw that, I was like, dude, I like Luke Combs too. Yeah, he's a badass. What's next? Wrestling, I guess, because me and you watched this together, and it was
WWE had the draft.
Yeah,
this week.
So we're gonna stick on the topic of drafts, and we're gonna go to wrestling because wrestling is home. We give respect to these guys because they perform this 24/7.
They put their bodies on the line to entertain us.
Yeah, and they don't stop once they tell their ACL or leave the field. They keep on going until the match is over. So shout out to them. That's why I got a big shout out to them. The first pick of the draft was Roman Reigns, obviously.
Yeah.
With Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
And everybody was wondering, where are the Usos?
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Do you think the Usos are getting cut?
When me and you watched SmackDown that day, we watched the final match where they were going for the titles again. And, man, I already had a feeling like that there was going to be some kind of split, man. My cousin, man, he's my cousin by marriage, man. His name's Brad. He had told me a long time ago that he thought Solo was going to end up turning on Reigns, and they caused that rivalry with him and Solo and Reigns. And then just to look at what happened on Friday, Solo comes out during their match, isn't able to help.
Well,
and then
he isn't able to help because Matt Riddle attacked him.
Yeah.
And it kind of, what I want to add into is because Paul Heyman did say it is your time to shine.
Yeah.
And that just leads the question of like what he meant by that.
Yeah. What was he going to do when he went out there? Because we even talked about it. We were like, was he going to go out there and mess with the Usos and cause them to lose anyways? But then whenever they did lose, they had the camera shot on him and he was nodding his head and in disgust, like he was freaking disgusted with them because they lost. So I'm like, okay, they're going to end up going to the other show and not going to Raw and staying on SmackDown, and they're going to split, and then Solo's going to end up turning on Reigns, man. It's just like the storyline's telling itself, and we just got to get ready and see what really happens. Because WWE, man, and Triple H, the way he's running things, he could shock us, you know what I mean? It could be completely sideways.
He did shock us with the Cody thing because everybody did expect Cody to win, and then when he didn't, everybody was pissed off.
True.
By the way, I do not like Roman Reigns. Let's not get started. But, so they have the 6-man tag team match at Backlash. Solo Sikoa and the Usos versus Zayn, Owens, and Riddle. Mm-hmm. So I wonder how that match is going to be. And depending if this is what it's going to lead to with Solo attacking.
Yeah.
Like, or
like getting frustrated because they end up losing, and then he turns on the Usos because he's mad because they lost or something.
They lose the match.
Yeah, and he turns around and
Reigns pops up on the screen and tells him to handle business. Or like Paul Heyman's deal. It has to be something.
They tell Solo to attack him.
Yeah, like handle business and he'll attack him or something. And which is going to be sad. It's his own brothers too. So like it's going to
be. Man, and it's crazy because Solo's the baby brother. But when you look at him, you're like oh. Is he the older brother? Because dude, he looks harder than his older brothers. The Usos, man, they seem friendly. They're cool. They're approachable. When you go to Solo, man, you don't even want to go up to that photo asking for an autograph because you think you're going to get that freaking Samoan spike to your neck. You know what I mean?
Dude, he, like, me and you were watching them when they're in the backstage area, and he just sits, puts his arms in the cross, and just stares blankly.
And they just straight tape his hand up, dude, and tape that thumb up, boy. It just gives me those flashbacks, boy. Rest in peace, Umaga. You know what I mean? Their uncle. Yeah. That man was a legend, boy. That boy Solo's carrying on the tradition, just good, man. And I'm a big Solo fan, man. He's gonna do work.
Yeah, for sure, dude. He moved up really fast, and I remember seeing him on NXT. Then I saw him on like a couple, like not even like a month. He was already on the main roster, like doing bloodline work, and I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "This guy's already moved up because." And then he went back to NXT to win that title. Then he went back up. They said he had to forfeit the title because you know NXT and main roster can't go together, so is what it is. But damn, I was just like, yeah, he's got that it factor. Once I saw him wrestle, and who I saw him wrestling with, I saw this one match with him, Mysterio, who else? Him, Mysterio, I think Karrion Kross and Escobar, and Solo just fit the match perfectly, dude. Just being that guy where he can go at somebody's pace. Like pick it up the speed, picking up. He reminds me of Yokozuna, believe it or not. Yeah. Like how fast he is.
Yeah, for a big man, he can move.
Yeah, and I noticed that a lot. So that does remind me of Umaga, rest in peace.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, his son, Umaga's son, is actually going to start wrestling sooner or later. So I'm happy.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I'm actually excited to see if WWE's going to persuade to try to get him in, the Performance Center and drag him along. Who knows? Solo versus Umaga's son. That'd be awesome. The number 2 pick was Cody, and you said the reason I was kind of confused, but you kind of made up a better point because Cody wants to bring back that World Heavyweight Championship,
that Eagle belt,
Eagle belt, one of my favorite belts, the Eagle belt.
So he's gonna jump into that tournament since he got drafted over there. He's definitely gonna get in there and get that Eagle belt.
Yeah, so they said they're gonna do King of the Ring later, so I don't know when that's gonna happen. And the one that surprised me, we're probably just gonna do 3 picks, but the Raw Women's Championship, Bianca Belair went to SmackDown. And I don't know if that's just a thrown by Triple H to like play around.
Yeah, to see what happens.
Like I don't know if they're gonna unify the women's title, making one title like they did back in the day when they had Trish Stratus and Lita and all them, the women's champion. But and then AJ Styles returned too. You remember that?
Yeah, that was crazy. That was awesome.
And he was out with an ankle injury for like a couple months, and I'm glad to see him back. He deserves, They said this was his first WrestleMania he had a miss in like 6 years that he was with the company. And then it just reminds me how long AJ's been with the company. I'm like, God damn.
I remember when he first came out, I was like, man, heck yeah, that's going to be tight.
We watched him versus Cena 2016 SummerSlam. That was Styles' like first pay-per-view match was against Cena. And that's when people were like telling John Cena he can't wrestle, he can't do this. Dude, they put on a 5-star fucking match, and Cena wrestled. Yeah,
and John Cena showed that he is a real wrestler.
Like John Cena was doing like fucking, fucking quotes. It just shut up a lot of people. Like, you can't judge John Cena on how much he loves wrestling because this man pulled out like every wrestling, And I was rewatching it. I was like, dude, this is like moments that you don't get back of how much Cena meant to the company. When people hate on John Cena, let me get this off my chest. When people hate John Cena, I kind of get pissed off because everybody's run was short. Hogan's run was short. The Rock's run was very short. Steve Austin's run was pretty good, I think Hogan's run was the longest, my bad. Yeah. Hogan's run was the longest because that was like from the 70s all the way to the 2000s. Yeah. But Cena, 20-something years, I got to give him his props, man, to hold it on that long when you were the only star in the company. Yeah. Well, don't get me wrong, there was other ones, but he was probably like the youngest one that stayed around. Him, Batista, Orton, the old 1,000 clubs. Oh, man. And then, what's another topic we can talk about?
The boxing match that just happened.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, let's talk about that. Oh, yeah, we got him right there, boxing. Okay, so Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis.
Man.
And I saw your prediction, and you said Garcia
Second round
left
hook. And tell me why it almost happened the other way, because that boy that boy caught Garcia with the left hook and put him on his butt in the second round. I was like, oh man, did I just jinx it?
It was crazy because Garcia had him in the first round, believe it or not. He was owning him in the first. He came out swinging.
Yeah.
And then that second one where Tank laid him out on his ass.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I was not expecting that.
Yeah. And that changed everything.
Yeah, that did change everything.
Garcia was kind of standoffish a little bit.
Garcia didn't want to get caught again, basically. Because
he wasn't pressing no more.
I felt like if he would have got caught again, he probably would have KO'd him. Because when you look at both of these fighters, they haven't fought a fighter like each other before.
For sure.
Garcia hasn't fought anybody like Gervonta, and Gervonta hasn't fought anybody like Davis.
Yeah.
So these are like two, future stars.
Yeah.
Fighting at the prime of their lives.
Yeah.
And it looked like
I can't wait to see what comes in the future for them, man. I really want to see who's going to challenge both of them, actually.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to run it back one of these days, too.
Garcia says he does, obviously.
Yeah.
Davis, after this fight, it seemed like the homeboys, which is crazy to say. But hopefully we do get a chance to, run it back a couple more times.
Yeah.
They're two good fighters.
They are.
But what you were just saying, I hope someone does step up, to the plate and say, I want to take on both of these guys.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of being ducked.
Yeah. More competition.
Yeah, more competition. If someone, some street fighter or somebody badass comes and knocks out both of them in their prime, you be the top boxer of the world probably right now.
Yeah.
What did you think of the fight? You think Davis could have had you think Garcia had a better chance? Or?
Well, I thought after he got knocked down on his butt in the second round, I knew he was kind of standoffish after that, and he wasn't pressing like he was in the first round because that punch to his face really caused him to be like a little shaky. Mm-hmm. So what he was doing is he was trying to avoid those heavy shots in the later rounds. So he made himself last a little bit longer. But I was like, man, this boy just went down from a body shot. I was like, but that just shows too, a boy got power. You know what I mean? When you take somebody down with a body shot, you got hella power, big time. So that's respect, man. That's respect, dude. Like, and I think that's why they did dig each other. I think that's why they ended up becoming friends even afterwards, because they both respect each other's game. You know what I mean? Like, it's what's up, man. I was really excited about the fight, but the one I'm really looking forward to, man, even though we know they're not both professional fighters, but that match that's coming up at the end of the year with Paul versus Diaz, man, that's going to be insane. It's going to be in Dallas. Me and my boys are going to go to that fight. It's going to be legit. I hope Diaz pieces them up. But I ain't gonna lie, man, the Paul brothers, man, they be shocking people and they show out whenever they come to fight big names. It's crazy.
The thing with the Paul brothers, I'm one of those people that iffy about them because I like them, but I wish they didn't get into the sports.
Yeah.
But I will give respect when respect is due.
One thing, the reason why I do give them respect, because at first I didn't like them either, and I do want them to get knocked out.
Yeah.
But you got to respect that they inspire people that you can do anything you want to in this world. You know what I mean? It is inspirational. Like, these boys are like, man, I can be a professional boxer and fight with the best of the best. Yeah. And they've been doing it, man. And it's a trip. And they getting millions. They getting money. Like, you can't even be mad at them. But it shows these young kids, whatever you want to be in life, go do it, man. You just got to work hard and go get it. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty cool. That's the one thing I do love them about them. They're showing people that if you really want something in life, get up and go get it. Mm-hmm. Period. So I do respect them on that part.
Yeah, me too.
But they do talk a lot of shit, man. And I can't wait to see one of them get knocked out for sure. And I think Diaz is the one that could do it.
Jake was so close to getting knocked out in that Tommy Fury fight.
Yeah.
I felt like if Hirano went a couple more rounds, Fury would have had him. But with Fury, man, I was surprised when he got knocked down by Jake. I was like, oh. But when you saw his foot kind of slip, whatever, it doesn't matter. It still kind of does a knockdown. So it was a knockdown when Jake knocked him down. I was like, holy shit. I was like, this is a professional boxer.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't no MMA fighter or no retired UFC fighter. This is, a legit boxer in his prime too. And when Jake laid his ass to the ground, I was like, damn.
Do you know what fight I'm thinking about that just came to my head that I didn't even talk to you about yet?
Oh.
Was that boxing match with Anderson and Tito. Anderson Silva versus Tito Ortiz. Because didn't Tito knock out Anderson?
I think so.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And that was a shock to everybody. Because you know Anderson got that bob and weave on them boys. And Tito got the big ass head for a target. You know what I mean? So like, I thought Anderson was going to piece him up. And then Tito ended up catching him by the ropes.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, dude, I completely forgot about that fight.
Did you see the Silva and Paul or no?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it was a. They said I think he dropped him. Honestly, I think he dropped Silva, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I forgot, but they said it was a good fight. And
we're gonna have to go back and look at those.
Yeah,
for sure.
But I don't like them, but I do give them credit. They're entertaining guys. They know what to do to bring in the money. Yeah. But I think Diaz is gonna whoop his ass. I'm sorry.
So too,
the thing with Diaz is he has a fucking iron ass chin.
Yeah, he does.
It's like he takes one punch and he just let's go.
Yeah, because like, when you catch him, you're not really stunning him. You're waking him up.
Yeah,
that's how he fights, man. When you pop him, man, he gets hype off of it. And he's like, "All right, this is a fight." Then he starts slapping your ass all over the ring and shit. For real, man. I can't wait though. I can't wait to that fight.
Another thing too is Diaz is he pretty good at striking back in his UFC?
Yeah. No, he's a seasoned striker, man. He's a beast.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. The only fight that I saw with him was him and Connell when fucking he beat Connell. But yeah, that was the only Diaz fight I saw.
And that's where Conor made the mistake when he tried to stand with Diaz the first time, and Diaz just started putting those 1-2s on that boy and had him stunned and put him on the ground and did that finish of that choke out. Yeah. And I knew it was over. Once ever he turned and Diaz got his back, I was like, oh, it's over.
And then you saw Diaz flexing his muscle. Yeah. Once he put that on, it was over. You were like, oh, yeah.
And see, with the second fight, McGregor was smart. Yeah, he won the rematch. But it was because he was popping Diaz and staying out of the pocket. Yeah. The first time he was in the pocket too much and Diaz was piecing him up because of it.
He would pop him, and then get out, pop him.
That's how he won. He won by points in the second one because that one was a decision. I remember that.
Yeah. We need to get Scotty over here for a UFC night or something.
Oh, man,
he's addicted. He's addicted to that.
Man, I could school him, man, because I got all those UFCs myself. I got UFC 1 through 16 on VHS, and then I have every single UFC on DVD from when they first came out on DVD to the most recent. I have that huge collection, man. And then I also introduced that boy to that Pride and that Bushido, boy.
I got him into one championship fighting. Yeah. And then Pride too. Yeah.
Pride is badass.
Yeah, he likes watching Pride.
I have all the Pride DVDs too, man. Those are the best, dude.
That's what's up.
You want to see some hardcore stuff, some stomps to the head and shit, Vandalay Silva style, and Rampage, those power bombs. Boy.
I think he just showed me, believe it or not. I don't know if it was a Pride flyer or what, but dude, there was a man fighting a woman on the call.
For real?
Yes. And the woman was the champion that had the belt.
Oh, damn.
So like this dude was like better be prepared to like
that's
beat this
crazy.
woman's ass. I was like, dude, no way this is allowed.
Over there they don't give a shit.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. Anything for a payday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. If you're getting paid, they'll do it. They got a family to feed and everything.
Yeah.
Hockey.
Yeah, the only team I'm following right now is my diehard. Like, I gotta stay in the state for hockey at least, for sure. Because I'm a Pittsburgh fan. I bleed black and yellow. My family gets pissed, man. Because now I'm not gonna lie, I was born and raised in Fort Worth the first half of my life, which is right next to Dallas. Man, my uncles hate that I like the Steelers because they're huge diehard Cowboy fans. And then it's crazy because I'm not a Cowboys fan in football. But I like the Dallas Stars and I like the Dallas Mavericks. Like, no lie, dude, but I don't like the Cowboys. But shoot, man, like, they don't piss me off. I like Mark Cuban. He does what he needs to do to win. We didn't do shit this year, but it's all good. But the Stars, we just advanced into the first round of the playoffs. I hope we keep on doing it, man. And they have a really good shot of winning it this year, man. They had, like, the past 2-3 years we should have won it. I really think this is the year we do it, and I really hope so. for sure.
Yeah, I really don't follow hockey too much either, but Dallas Stars, just because you took us to the game, so I'll support them.
The Texas Stars.
It's
The Texas Stars, their minor league team, and they're actually advancing in the in the minor league playoffs of hockey, dude. Texas Stars are going off just like the Dallas Stars, so they're both feeding off each other for sure.
That is what's up,
For
dude,
real.
because I did not expect that the Austin Stars to do something like that. I remember you always taking us, and me and the boys, we talk about taking you eventually. We're gonna,
I'm down.
But like we're gonna treat them to a game out there sooner or later.
Heck
and
yeah.
It's gonna be awesome. Who else is in? Who's like really leading the hockey world right now? And
I think it's the Kings, and it's always the Blues. I think are always doing real good. So I think it's the Kings, the Las Vegas Kings, and then I forgot what the Blues, where their city's from, but the Blues always do pretty good too. So, and I think they're both advancing in the playoffs also.
It's gonna be a good playoffs, hopefully.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Basketball. I just got an update. Believe it or not, it is April 30th on a beautiful Sunday. But the Warriors and the Kings are actually in those game 7, and the Warriors are leading 91 to 81.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
it's close.
Yeah, it's a really close game, and whoever wins advances. And I could not believe that the Warriors actually were the champions last year. I was like, it hit me until
I know I didn't think about that neither. They are right.
Yeah, they're the defending champs, so that like really hit me. A lot of people say the Lakers are the most favorite in this. Yeah, I am thinking. My cousin just said it to me. She said the Celtics. She said the Celtics are really favored to win it all. But yeah, so that was with hockey, and that's with basketball. Who's your team on basketball? Dallas Stars as well.
The Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, the Dallas Mavericks. I said Dallas Stars. My bad. Excuse me.
Hopefully we do something next year. Hopefully we pick up some good players.
How did you feel about Kyrie and Luka both sitting out?
I thought they were doing good, dude. But like with the whole sitting out thing, that was some crap. I think that's what kind of cost them towards the end too. Like, man, it's just some bull crap, man. Like, y'all both stars for a reason. Y'all need to ball out and help the team. And I think it cost them, man. And I hope they really feel some regret from it because, man, like, they messed up. They really had a good shot, dude. And when Kyrie first came in, he started wrecking shop while Luka was hurt a little bit and was chilling. And then when Luka came back, they really started clicking on all cylinders together because I thought it was going to be a little bit of a, nah, this is my team type thing, you know what I mean? But nah, Luka and him gelled pretty well, and it really shocked me. So, yeah, it was good stuff.
Everybody believes Kyrie has this attitude problem. I never saw it. I don't think I never saw it, honestly, because I never followed him like that.
He's just a true competitor.
Yeah, he's just a true. Same with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's my favorite player in the league.
Yeah, and he played with attitude, dog. You might have took it the wrong way, dog, but he just wanted to win, and if you could help him, he played with you. Yeah,
and I'm glad he's with the Suns because that is a championship team.
Yeah, for sure.
So he does have a chance to win another one.
Yeah,
but hopefully we'll see what happens. Honestly, it probably will be the Celtics, winning the, NBA championship, or we'll have a new, or the Warriors make a comeback or something. Something always happens crazy in basketball, dude.
Yeah.
I just feel like basketball is always set up for some reason. Sure. They always have a good storyline with it. Like, you remember, my favorite player of all time is Allen Iverson. I remember when they said...
Oh, yeah, AI was a beast, dude.
I remember when they were saying AI was going to get swept by the Lakers in the first playoff game, and fucking AI said, hold up. He fucking made sure they won that game. He put his own time team on the back.
That man, like, for being his size, he was not scared to run down the lane and go up the middle with all those big boys and do layups, dude. He didn't care if he was getting fouled.
Yeah.
He was like, man, he played with no fear. He was a beast.
And
don't be talking about his practice neither, you know what I mean? Like, practice. He ain't there to talk about practice.
And one thing that always got me about him, too, is because it's like, dude, who was on his squad to be able to go to the fucking NBA finals at that era? When
that was him and Mutombo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when he had Mutombo and he had Snow and he had some other dude. I remember that squad because that was 2003, 2004 when I was graduating.
Yeah.
And I actually have that plaque with a piece of his jersey in that.
Really?
Yeah, man, it's somewhere in my collection.
Dude, AI is one of my top 5 guys. Like,
AI is a beast.
The only reason why I liked him because his swagger, dude. His swagger was on another level. Like, just how he showed up to the game.
He was one of those first ones, man, where he was besides Shaq, he was one of those ones where he didn't care if he was making a rap album.
Yeah.
He was going to bring that swag to the game. He was going to wear his long shorts, man. He was almost like how what was that squad that did it with the Fab Five? You remember how they brought that swagger in there?
LeBron's team back in the day, his high school days.
Yeah.
But like, they were saying too that every player would come into like, you know, they would be all dressed up sharp and everything, and you have Iverson coming with his baggy clothes.
He was straight gangster
with it. And I had to respect it because that's who he was. Yeah, that's how he was at the end.
He came as himself, and he didn't let nobody change him for that.
And I love that about Iverson. That it teaches me a lot to grow up when I see stuff like that. Like,
for sure.
If you're yourself, dude, everybody's gonna.
Yeah, they're gonna respect it.
Yeah, so I'm kind of hyped about talking about this topic right now.
Oh yeah, man.
H-Town Throwdown.
Oh man, dude, that H-Town Throwdown is gonna be in 2 weeks. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited, dude. The last show I did actually was at this venue, and it's the Round Rock Amphitheater. It's going to be May 13th. If you ain't got your ticket, go get your ticket right now before this thing sells out, man, because it's hot. I ain't surprised if it's sold out already, because it's 2 Saturdays from now. Man, H-Town Throwdown, nothing but H-Town legends. 7 on this lineup from Little Flip, Little Kiki, Paul Wall,
Bangle,
Slim Thug, Zero, Bun B, and the headliner is Chamillionaire. I've worked with the bottom 6, all of them doing catering, doing jobs, whatever they needed me to do. The only man I've never worked with is that man Chamillionaire. And my first concert back after being down for the past 2 years, I get to work with that boy Cam, boy. It's going to be on, dude. I ain't even going to lie. Like, it's going to be hype, man. So if y'all ain't got y'all's tickets, man, y'all better go get y'all's tickets right now.
Where is it? What did you say it would be at? In H-Town?
It's at the Round Rock Amphitheater, and it's the H-Town Throwdown. This is actually the 3rd one. Mm-hmm. They had one last year. They had one the year before. My boy Big Head, man, he's the one that puts it together. He's the man. He's my big bro. He's the one that manages about half these artists, for sure. I know he's managing Slim and Kiki, and he sometimes helps with Paul. But man, this man put this show together, and it's been fire ever since. I can't wait until they make it a tour thing, because they need to do an H-Town tour. Because I ain't even gonna lie, I think it'll sell out in other states. Because a lot of these rappers up north, south, east, west, man, they stole that H-Town swagger. You know what I mean? Like all these boys sipping lean, doing all this stuff. Leaning back when they driving, boy, you better listen to my boy Paul when he says you sitting sideways. You know what I'm saying? Shoot.
I respect
that. If you think you tipping fofos, you better holler at my boy Thug. You know what I'm saying? Like, period. And like, if you want to know how we ball, you gotta holler at my boy Flip. And then, if you want to get down and dirty with it with the South, you got to do that South side like my boy Kiki. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. I'm just telling you right now, man. Like, it's just going down, man. I can't wait. Last show I did there was Round Rock Amphitheater, and it was actually with Ice Cube. That was my last show before I ended up going down with COVID and all this stuff going down with me. And, man, this is going to be an epic show to come back to. I can't wait, man. All the homies, too, in the lineup that I've worked with, they've all been very supportive, man. They show me a lot of love on my IG, my Facebook. They always tell me to get better. Not only that from H-Town, but my boy is from Cali, but he's an H-Town resident as well. But my boy Baby Bash, he always shows me a lot of love, man. And he's good people to the... Man, he's straight up fam, for real. Anything that man ever needs, and if it's from me, I'm going to do my best to do it because he's family for real. And that boy Bash, he's good people. He's 100 all the time. And I love all them, man. And they show me a lot of love. And I'm going to continue to show them the same kind of love back.
Sugar, how you get so fly?
Move your body like a cyclone. Shoot.
Dude, that song right there is like a whole childhood memory.
Yeah. My favorite, dude, a lot of people don't remember it, but I like that one he did with E40 that... Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Get it. What? I've got to work with E40, man, and like that was the coolest. Like I think I told you that the last time in the last podcast we did together. When he called me, I hung up on him, and that boy, my boy Heavy, my big bro was like, "Man, why you hang up on 40 Water?" I was like, "Bro, I didn't know it was him." And then whenever I called him back, he was like, "What's up, young tiger?" Like, you know how E40 talks, and he talks with that crazy swag, man. Yeah. Like choices, you know what I'm saying? Shoot.
Nah, that's
like, do you ever play with it? Nope. Am I king? Yep. Shoot.
Yeah, that's funny as hell. Shoot. Oh man. What are you? Who are you excited to see at H-Town?
Man, my boy Slam, dude. Mm-hmm. I gotta talk about my boy Slam, man. Not only his Bash fam, man, they all fam, but Slam, dude. When I was down and I was over here, he was doing a show for Snoop Dogg over here at the, I think it was at Cedar Park where we go watch the Texas Stars play.
Yeah.
He came by, man, showed me love. Came to the rehab the next day. Him and Kiki. Showed me a lot of love, man. He's the one that I really can't wait to see. I really want to get up on stage with him, man. That's my brother, man. He's good people, man. And Slim always holds it down. I love Slim. He's good people.
I haven't met the guy, but to you, if he treats you like family, dog, he's automatically family.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's just pure love right there.
For sure.
And so what else is there to talk about? You said you wanted to talk about your progress and your recovery.
Yeah, man. Since we're going on that about the H-Town Showdown, the reason why I am able to go is because here recently, I say probably about 6 months ago, man, my life turned completely around, but for the better. I'm not even mad at it, man. I'm leaving everything in God's hands, and he's guiding me and taking me where I need to be at, man, and I'm not going to let go of his hand. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do what I need to do. I've been getting back on my feet here in January. In February, I was walking a lot at home, and my therapist, my occupational therapist, saw me walking. She showed it to her supervisor, and her supervisor got me back in to Baylor Scott White over here in Lakeway. Mm-hmm. I was there from, I think it was 3 straight weeks from mid-February all the way to March 5th. It was when I came home, man. I was walking. I was propelling myself in my chair, dude. I was standing for long bits of times. I was working on my sit-to-stands. But the walking was the main thing, man. I remember the doctors telling my family and friends I was never going to walk again. I was never going to use my left arm. Well, to y'all doctors, y'all can kiss my ass. Look what I'm doing. My God's good. Mm-hmm. If I lean on him, he's going to help me stand back up. And that's what he's doing right now. And I'm going to keep on doing what I need to do. And I'm just going to keep on grinding, man. And, I just can't wait, man. There's just more to come. And I ain't even going to lie. I really feel by the time I got my 20-year reunion coming up this June, man, at Chisholm Trail, 2023, man. I was graduated 2003. Shout out to my 2003 squad. Y'all know what it is. But I'm going to go in there, man. One of my best friends, Cheryl, she really believes I'm not going to be needing my walker no more. So that's going to be progress. She really thinks I'm going to be able to walk with the cane soon. And if that happens, it's over. Y'all better get ready. Because when that boy King Coulnga gets back on them streets, it's on like Donkey Kong. You know what I'm saying? It's about to go down, boy. Because whenever the king puts his crown back on and sits back in his throne, it's time to rule again. You know what I'm saying? It's about to go down, Jacob.
We're going to put woke in this podcast.
Bro. We're going to be doing more on this podcast too, man. We're going to get more of my progression. We're going to keep on talking about hot topics, man. And we really want y'all to tune in and keep on grinding with us.
This is probably a short one because we really didn't have that many topics.
Oh, man, dude. We had a lot of topics. I felt like we covered a lot in 30 minutes.
Yeah, we did. Good. We did pretty good.
For sure, bro.
And, would there be anything else you'd like to talk about?
No, man. I think that's it, dude. I ain't gonna lie.
It was a good one, dude.
I think it's a perfect one, man. I think it really came out perfect.
Yeah. I think this is a really good podcast. I appreciate everybody tuning in.
Yeah, for sure.
All of King Coulnga's links are going to be down below in the description. Make sure y'all give him a follow on Facebook, Instagram. Sure. I don't know, Twitter or whatever he has.
Yeah, John King Coulnga on Facebook, at King_Coulnga on Instagram, that boy King Coulnga on TikTok. Those are the only 3 streaming sites I got. The only 3 social media sites I got, So TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Instagram, at King_Coulnga. Facebook, John King Coulnga. TikTok, King Coulnga.
Yeah.
Holla at me.
And those will be all under the description.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that because he is my brother. Don't worry, they will be there.
No, man, not only follow me, boy, follow my young brother here, man. Texas Jag, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, it's Talking Texas. Follow Talking Texas on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, man. Wherever you can find this, man, you follow him, because I ain't gonna lie, you ain't gonna miss out. You ain't gonna want to turn this off. You're gonna want to keep on listening. Your boss probably gonna get mad at you if you listen to it at work. So you better listen to it at lunch, because you're going to want to listen to the whole thing straight.
We got Cletus videos. We got another guest. I mean, we got another host, Levi, coming next year.
Yeah. Fire.
Yeah, I'm finally hyped for that, dude. We got my boy Coulnga now on as a host. So this is just going to keep on getting better and better. Y'all do not want to miss. We got a lot coming. It's your boy, Texas Jag. Your boy King Coulnga. This has been Talking with Chapolin and the King. That actually came out. That came out.
Good, yeah. You can't mess with my little brother Chapo. You know what I'm saying? And the lean is because we in Texas. So it's Chapo because he's a gangster, and we lean because we straight up H-Town leaners. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, know.
LOC44.
Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. I hope y'all have a good one. We'll see you on the nets. Peace.